The New Jersey Symphony Orchestra's last concert of its 95th season was also its most ambitious and accomplished concert of the season. The final concert on Sunday at NJPAC is traditionally one where members of the orchestra are honored. That took place before the concert, as violist David Blinn and clarinetist Andrew Lamy were both recognized for their 25 years of service with the band. Then NJSO President and CEO Gabriel van Aalst announced from the Prudential Hall stage that music director Xian Zhang extended her contract and will now lead the orchestra through the 2023-24 season. Zhang then took the podium to lead the orchestra in a rollicking rendition of Leonard Bernstein's overture from Candide. The NJSO music director has achieved a great deal with a Jersey band during her tenure so far, perhaps most of all the energy she brings to the podium and the sense of excitement she instills in the orchestra. Before this weekend's series of concerts, the NJSO music director hasn't performed with her band since March. Yet instantly as she launched into the dazzling Bernstein overture, one could feel the connection between players and conductor. It's always a great piece to start a performance, but it was no doubt selected due to the Bernstein centennial celebration that's going on this year. Zhang brought out more of the circus carnival effects in the score than these ears are used to, and it had a bit too much military precision in the build-up to the finale, but overall it was a success. The strings played with skill, and the horns in particular were on the money. Following Bernstein was Brahms' Violin Concerto, featuring soloist Gil Shaham. Shaham is arguably the highest-profile guest of the NJSO season, and on Sunday he showed why his violin playing is in such high demand. Shaham and his 1699 Stradivarius sounded sublime in Brahms' 1879 classic. The Israeli-American artist displayed his fine technique as well as his warm, lyric take on the crowd-pleasing concerto. I've heard fierier takes on this piece, but Zhang and Shaham were in sync in this interpretation, which suggested pastoral gentility over romantic fury. Shaham was also fun to watch as he roamed the Prudential stage, sometimes keeping his distance from Zhang and the podium and other times getting up close. As an artist, Shaham throws himself athletically into his playing, often coiling himself down in a crouched position before playing big notes or difficult passages. And yet, the fiddler never seemed phony, his gestures all seemed in service of Brahms' music and he elicited a creamy, sweet tone throughout. All of this set the stage for the final piece of the afternoon, the piece that really showed why the NJSO wants to keep Zhang in New Jersey. For the first time, Zhang led the orchestra in a symphony by Gustav Mahler. So far in her tenure, Zhang has focused on the core romantic repertoire, namely Tchaikovsky, and the orchestra has responded well under her baton. Performing Mahler, whose work is both romantic and modern, is for an orchestra a tougher task. So this was a big moment, and impressively Zhang and the band delivered. Mahler. Sunday's performance wasn't one for the ages, but it was very solid. From the opening bars, Zhang imbued the work with majesty, creating the alpine atmospherics that the score calls for. The offstage horn sounded perfect and the deep pull of Mahler's music was in full effect. Zhang made the swooping waltzes of the second movement come to life and gave the bluesy, jazzy third movement an elegant light touch. The end of it was a testament to the composer's notes in the score for pianissimo. The final movement was big and bold, the horns stood up in the grand finale and made beautiful, clarion sounds. The brass section of the NJSO has never sounded better. One could quibble about little things, some passages lacked precision, too much cowbell at the end, etc., but honestly, the combination of first-rate Bernstein, Brahms and Mahler on one program was an achievement. The NJPAC audience was on its feet at the end. This is now Zhang's orchestra. How far can she take it between now and 2024?